Okay guys, let's give this a shot. I want you to make a 3D object from some basic shapes. So let's start in Photoshop with a file new, and we want to choose something big but something still small with web. Let's go 1600 by 1200, click OK, and you got an image there. I want you to double up your tools please, just like this, and find the custom shape tool. If you click and hold the rectangle tool, it's right down here, looks like Patrick Star. And from the custom shape tool, I want you to find a shape, any shape. Try to stay with the solid shapes, maybe like this one here. Stay away from shapes that have cut holes in it, like say the copyright. So let's go with this recycle shape. And there are many more shapes hitting this flyout menu right here. Just keep in mind when you do hit the flyout menu, be sure to check OK and not append, because we don't want to add those shapes to this main group. We want to keep it separate, okay? So I'm going to choose this one right here, and then I want you to click, if you hold down Shift to keep it in proportion, I want you to add a shape. Keep it so kind of small because we're going to be adding several shapes here. Okay, you can always change the color. If you look at your layers panel, there's always the layer thumbnail, which is the color. You can double click on it and change the color at any time. Now it's blue, or let's see, it's pink or magenta. There we go. And right beside it is the vector mask. And then beside that, this main area is the layer itself. Just keep that in mind. So we have created a shape, aren't we awesome? Now let's go up to 3D, repousse, and from repousse, I want you to choose either or, selected path or layer mask. I'm going to go with layer mask. It'll run for a little bit, and then you'll instantly notice it will turn into a 3D object, and you can see that by clicking inside the frame and dragging. If you do not see this three-way handle here, the X, Y, and Z axis here, you hit this drop down and make sure you have 3D axis checked, or you will not see it. Okay? You can rotate it if you rest over these handles here, or you can just simply click in the frame. So if you have a hard time rotating it, just find one of these and rotate it this way. So get it a little bit of an angle so you can see it, and then look at the materials up here. Let's stay away from these repousse shape presets. All they do is screw things up, trust me. Here's the materials for all. There's all the materials if you want to change them all at once. Right now the sides are gray. The front, the bevel 2, and the back right here have this pink in it, and a little bit of gray. I don't know if you see that, but you see the gray through it. So let's change the sides a little bit. Let's change the sides to maybe, by the way, if you rest over it, it'll tell you what it is. There's satin black. Let's change to satin black. Ooh, I don't like that. How about this one right here? Yeah, wow, that's not bad. That's not bad. And then look at these settings over here. You've got a depth. That's how deep it is. You've got a scale. Now, don't mess with this too much, but watch what happens. Remember, you start at 1. You can inflate the back end, and if you turned it around, you can see the back side of it. That's kind of a nice feature there. But for now, I'm going to keep this at 1. You have a twist, and don't mess with this too much because this messes things all up. Here, let's turn it this way so you can see it. See what it did was it twisted the object to a 3D shape on the back side. I'll change that back to 0, 2. And then there's a scale for the texture. Now, right now the texture, the beautiful texture of this side here, which is the white that I chose, is set to scale to fit. You can also choose tile. I don't know if you saw that change there, or fill. Okay. Those are the main things I just want you to concentrate on now. Your job today is to make 5 different shapes using the 3D and turn them into 3D objects, and then turn in a JPEG. Not that hard. Now, if you want to get a little more advanced with this, when you click OK out of the repousse window here, you can always get back to these settings by double-clicking the little 3D icon right here. It brings up what's called the 3D scene, and inside the 3D scene you have the same options, but you actually have to choose each of those, like front inflation, front bevel, extrusion, back bevel, back inflation. So I'm going to go to extrusion. Remember the white that we chose? That's actually this, no, oops, that's actually the side here. Right, with it selected, I can change it here. Watch it change. There it goes. See it change? And you probably wonder, why can't I move the object? Well, you can. On the toolbar here, there's two 3D object tools here. There's one with a little camera. Don't do the camera because you're actually moving your view. You're not moving the object. We want to move the object by clicking the Object Rotate tool. And now you can move the object around like you did before. Anyway, that's just a quick something. Now, if you don't see the handle here, the 3 XYZ Z-axis handle there, make sure you have this checked. See this little drop down? Make sure you have that checked, okay? So that's what I want you to do. Make 5 different shapes, turn them into 3D objects, and then when you're done, do a save as. Make sure you turn in a JPEG to the spot. Can you do it? We'll see. Good luck.